The Lands Minister Samuel Abu-Jinapor says it would not be useful to make public the report by the three-member committee established to probe the Apieti mining explosion, which claimed about 13 lives. According to the minister, the different committee chaired by the Vice-Chancellor of UMAT, Professor Richard Amankwa, has been established to review the health and safety of the mining sector. The sector minister, answering an urgent question from the Bongo MP Edward Bauer on the findings of the Apieti disaster report, argued that it will be more prudent to make public the reports by the Professor Amankwa committee, which addresses the teething challenges in the mining sector.
Given the complexity of the matter, I constituted a three-member committee chaired by a highly respected former Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals Commission, Mr. Benjamin Ayi, to carry independent investigations to corroborate or otherwise the findings of the Minerals Commission. On Tuesday, February 1st, 2022, I received the report of the three-member committee. Mr. Speaker, the two reports established certain regulatory breaches on the part of Magzam in the manufacture, storage, and/or transportation of explosives. Key among these are: 1. Failure to ensure that the transportation of explosives was managed by a certified explosive manager, contrary to Regulation 6.2a of Minerals and Mining Explosives Regulations 2012, LI 2177. 2. Failure to ensure that activities that involve explosives are carried out only by competent and certified persons, contrary to Regulation 6.2b of LI 2177. 3. Failure to ensure that the Code of Safe Working Practice developed for the transportation of explosives are followed, contrary to Regulation 11.1 of LI 2177. 4. Failure to ensure that the transportation of explosives was done under the supervision of a person with the required certificate of competency, contrary to Regulation 15.1a. 5. Failure to ensure that the transportation of explosives was carried out by a person with a business license to transport explosives, contrary to Regulation 15.1b of LI 2177. And 6. Failure to ensure that the explosives being transported are under the direct control of a person who has a certificate of competence, contrary to Regulation 1071 of LI 2177. Mr. Speaker, the committee recommended, among others, that Magzam be sanctioned. The committee also made some recommendations to make the transportation of explosives safer. These include the installation of fire suppression system in explosive vehicles, the use of 2 escort vehicles, one in front and one behind, the use of 2 police officers, one armed and the other unarmed, the use of sirens to alert road users, and a review of the entire health and safety regime of the mining industry. Mr. Speaker, on the recommendations of the committee, a health and safety committee of inquiry has been established, chaired by the Vice-Chancellor of the foremost university specialized in mining and mining technology, the Park Grant University of Mines and Technology, Professor Richard Amankwa, with members drawn from the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, the Ghana Bar Association, and the mining industry, to review the entire health and safety regime of the mining industry and make recommendations to government for legislative, policy, and other reforms.